Hello YouTube. So we are back at the bug out shelter. So I got the fire going pretty easily this time. I keep dry tinder here, so that's never an issue, but I used char cloth this time, which I think agrees with me really well. Got our initial kindling split, and I'm really back here for the monthly test, but I also want to show you switch this to the winter configuration for this shelter. So in the summer I'll put the sleeping platform perpendicular to the fire so that you're not getting too much heat, just if anything your feet stay warm. But I've always left this platform unattached so that when I wanted to I could change its position. I came up here earlier today and moved it so that it's now parallel with the fire. That means that hopefully a lot more of my body is going to be exposed to the heat that I need as the temperatures start to drop. See, right now it is, looks like 56, 57. It's going to drop to about 45 tonight. The other sort of new thing we're going to do tonight is I got a package of Mountain House, different varieties, and I have never tried these. Tonight is going to be the maiden voyage. This is pre-cooked scrambled eggs with ham and peppers. So probably what I'm going to do now is go get a little bit more wood. Once we get a nice bed of coals, I will start boiling the, I think it's 8 ounces that you have to have. Yep, 1 cup. Start boiling that, and this is what we're going to have for dinner. I do like batoning wood, but I also like just splitting it with a hatchet. I think with a hatchet it's a little bit faster. You do lose the fine control, but if you're just looking to like quarter a piece like this, this may have to end up batoning it. There we go. This is maybe a little faster. I do think it's more dangerous. A lot of people baton because it is pretty safe. This is still one of the best things that I added to the bug out bag last year. It's just this basic AM FM radio, because I got a little bit of time to kill now as that burns down, and I can sit here and listen to Bengals talk. We can hear it's starting to rain a little bit. Not bad though. I don't think it'll be enough to stop dinner from cooking. Alright, well, before we lose the rest of our light, let's get dinner started. Yeah. We waited the time. Excess water's been drained off. I'm just going to take a bite and tell you what I think. The flavor is good. The ham is a little bit chewy, but the eggs taste like eggs. Green peppers taste like green peppers. They have a good flavor. My assessment is this is thoroughly edible. Quite good. Okay, as you can tell, we are quickly losing light here, so unless something exciting happens, I'm probably going to let you go until morning. At that point, I'll let you know how everything went, but I think it's going to be a comfortable, relaxing night back here. I'm going to turn the radio on, finish dinner, hang out, and go to bed early. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, we made it through the night. I'm going to go now and feed the cows. But I think I'll bring the dogs back when it's daylight. And I'll do a wrap up and tell you how everything went. Alright, so it's daylight. I just want to wrap up really quickly. And I want to start giving you kind of 3 things that I learned after each of these outings. One thing I definitely learned is that over time, you can become more and more comfortable sleeping in the woods. When I first started doing these outings, I would be lucky to sleep like 1 hour a night. Last night I slept a lot. So, you know, it's awkward at first, it's uncomfortable, you're not used to being out here, there's noises, all kinds of things like that, but the more you're out here, the more you get used to it. The other thing I learned, item 2, this is pretty good stuff. Never tried it before, as I said earlier. Completely edible, easy to cook, doesn't take up much space in the backpack. If I had to make a complaint, it would be I would like to have, and they might make them, but I'd like to have single serving, because I ate quite a bit of this, but there's still some left, and I just guarantee that's not good. Item 3 is probably the most important. I want to bring my bag out. In between September's camp out and October's, I went through and repacked this. It's not the most comfortable thing to carry. And so I was reading advice online. How do you make a backpack carry better? And there's a certain way to distribute the weight in the pack that is suggested. If I'm not mistaken, it goes medium weight stuff in the bottom, heavy stuff in the middle, light stuff on the top. So in between last month's outing and this outing, I repacked everything, but I almost immediately regretted it, because I prefer to get to stuff quickly that I need. And to me, that outweighed whatever little gain in comfort I had by putting the medium, the heavy, the light. So when I got back here last night and went to unpack, my food was on the top. That's like never the first thing that I would need. Always the first thing I want is going to be, I have a knife on top and I have the beginnings of shelter on top. That's always what I start with. So I had to pull everything out to get what I wanted to get. What I wanted was at the bottom, what I didn't want was at the top. So you can follow whatever rationale for packing your bag you want, but in my experience, it just makes sense to, what do I need first? What do I need second? What's the last thing that I'm going to need? So just something to think about as you're packing your own bug out bag. Lots of different ways to do it. Are you ready to go home? You had enough of this cold morning. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We'll have more videos coming for you soon. Hope you have a great weekend.